Welcome to a new era of consumer protection in South Africa. The Consumer Protection Act, or CPA, was enacted to address the challenges that everyday consumers face when dealing with suppliers of goods and services. Before the CPA, consumers often had to rely on expensive and time-consuming court processes, which made it difficult to resolve complaints or seek fair treatment. The CPA changed that by providing a comprehensive set of rights and practical mechanisms for enforcement. Its main aim is to promote social and economic welfare by ensuring that the consumer market is fair, accessible, and efficient. This means that whether you're buying groceries, signing up for a gym membership, or booking a holiday, the CPA is there to protect your interests and ensure you're treated fairly. Let's explore how this act applies and what it means for you as a consumer. CPA doesn't apply to every transaction, so it's important to know when you're protected. Generally, the act covers most transactions between suppliers and consumers within South Africa, including the promotion and supply of goods and services. However, there are some exceptions. For instance, transactions with the state large juristic persons with assets or turnover above R2 million and certain financial sector agreements are excluded. Act also doesn't apply to employment contracts or credit agreements governed by the National Credit Act. Understanding these boundaries helps you know when you can rely on the CPA for protection. For example, if you're a regular consumer buying a product or service for personal use, the CPA likely applies. But if you're a business with significant assets or dealing with banking or insurance products, other laws may govern your rights. At the heart of the CPA are 9 fundamental consumer rights. These include the right to equality in the consumer market, privacy, choice, disclosure and information, fair and responsible marketing, fair and honest dealing, fair terms and conditions, fair value and quality, and supplier accountability. For example, you have the right not to be unfairly discriminated against when buying goods or services. You can opt out of direct marketing, and you're entitled to clear, understandable contracts and accurate product information. If you buy something defective, you can return it within 6 months for a refund, repair, or replacement. The Act also ensures that suppliers can't hide unfair terms in the fine print or avoid responsibility for gross negligence. These rights empower you to make informed decisions and seek redress when things go wrong, making the marketplace safer and more transparent for everyone. Enforcing your rights under the CPA is designed to be accessible and effective. If you believe your rights have been violated, you can approach several bodies for help. The National Consumer Commission (NCC) is the main authority responsible for enforcing the CPA. It investigates complaints, issues compliance notices, and refers unresolved matters to the National Consumer Tribunal, which can impose significant fines on suppliers who break the law. There are also industry-specific ombuds, alternative dispute resolution agents, and consumer courts that can help resolve disputes without the need for lengthy court battles. The CPA encourages industries to self-regulate through accredited codes of conduct, making it easier for consumers to get help within their specific sector. This framework ensures that consumers have multiple avenues for redress, making the protection of consumer rights a practical reality. Summary: the Consumer Protection Act marks a significant step forward in safeguarding the interests of South African consumers. By providing clear rights, practical remedies, and accessible enforcement mechanisms, the CPA empowers you to make informed choices and seek fair treatment in the marketplace. Whether you're dealing with a faulty product, an unfair contract, or misleading marketing, the CPA is there to ensure your voice is heard and your rights are respected. Remember, knowing your rights is the first step to protecting them. The CPA is not just a legal document, it's a tool for everyday empowerment, helping to create a fairer, more transparent, and more accountable consumer environment for everyone.